Hello everyone, this is Jerry and welcome to part 1 of this mini-series for ESO's Markarth chapter. Today we will be heading into the Reach area, I believe, as we pursue the Grey Host. I could be wrong, we might actually not be traveling into the Reach right now. But let's just see where this goes then. Bangkorai. High Rock. Okay, wow. I guess we won't be heading into the Reach, but we will be getting the prologue to Markarth's chapter done in this episode.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected. What happened here?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Nice camp, I suppose.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you here for a tour? I'm afraid they've all been suspended until this mess with the Imperial Army is resolved. If I could offer a suggestion, turn around and head for the safety of Evermore's walls.
We came a long way to ask you about the Grey Host.
As you can plainly see, now is not a good time. My fellow scholars and I fled when Septima Tharn and her Daedra-worshipping zealots attacked. We barely got out before the first impacts from their ballistae shook the walls.
Septima Tharn's army attacked Bangkorai garrison. Where are they now?
Occupying the walls. And they didn't just attack the garrison, they conquered it. The knights keep saying the Lion Guard will come. That will push the invaders out in less time than it takes to brew a cup of tea. But that hasn't happened yet.
Regardless, I need to ask you some questions about the Grey Host.
I'm sorry. Concern for my colleagues and the Pyre Watch warrior who accompanied them has my thoughts in a jumble. Come to think of it, the Pyre Watch are experts on the Grey Host. Find my friends, and I'm sure the warrior will answer your questions.
Pyre Watch.
They're guardians sworn to watch over a Grey Host burial site located here in Bangkorai. One of their warriors was here recruiting when the garrison came under attack. She went to protect my colleagues, but no one's returned. Can you go find them?
I'll find your missing scholars in the Pyre Watch warrior.
Cogleen and Indus fled in the direction of Evermore with the Pyre Watch warrior, while Jannard headed toward Kerbal's Hollow. Please be careful. The wilderness can be treacherous between here and there.
Isn't there anything at all you can tell me about the Grey Host?
Even if my mind wasn't clouded with worry, I'm an expert on the Second Era. My First Era knowledge is extremely limited. The Pyre Watch knows more about the Grey Host than anyone. Find her and my friends, and she'll provide the answers you seek.
Very well. I will find the Pyre Watch warrior and your colleagues.
Thank you, friend. When you return with the scholar safely in tow, we should be able to put our collective heads together and dredge up that ancient history. That is, if the Pyre Watch warrior hasn't already satisfied your curiosity.
Septima Tharn. Interesting. Mostly just because Tharn was, I think, one of the main characters from not this Tharn, but there was another person by the last name of Tharn in the Elsewhere chapter, and his sister. Very interesting how that name keeps popping up. Gwendis?
This scholar's research doesn't go back to the First Era, and the other scholars fled? That puts a wrinkle in our plans, all right. This Pyre Watch warrior is a promising lead, though. Let's go find her and the other scholars.
Scholar Deals says the missing scholars ran in 2 different directions.
I heard. Let's split up and go after them. All take Kerbal's Hollow. You head toward Evermore. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Have you ever heard of the Pyre Watch?
Yeah, my brother Fenorian told me about one he encountered. They're the guardians of an ancient mass grave where the remains of the Grey Host are said to be interred. Probably knows more than the scholars. Find them and meet me back here.
I'll meet you back here with the scholars.
Find the scholars, but try not to get eaten by anything.
Fenorian is her brother. I wonder if she means that literally or just as in they're both vampires and she considers him to be her brother. I don't know. Could be anything. But also, I'm wearing the Thief's Guild armor costume just because, I don't know, I kind of wanted to like change it up from the kind of ugly wardrobe I was previously wearing. I wanted to grab that way shrine just in case I ever need to come back to this area. Let's see if we can find these scholars. Not gonna lie, this area looks really interesting. I like the architecture. Let's see who's hiding over here.
Over here! You're the first thing I've seen that isn't an undead monstrosity. Oh, lovely. Are you with the garrison? Please, tell me you're here to rescue me.
Scholar Deal sent me to find you. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
Oh, thanks, Stendar. I thought I could make it to Evermore, but I tired myself out. When I tried to pass through the old graveyard, I ran into unspeakable horrors. Thought I was finished. I'll head back now. Oh, say, did you find that Pyre Watch warrior?
No. Scholar Deal said she was with you and Induas.
She was. The Imperials tracked us, so she picked a fight with them and led Indus away while I fled into the graveyard. Please look for them. Bring them back safe.
I'll find them. Get to Scholar Deal's camp.
I'll hurry back to Scholar Deal's camp. Be safe.
Now, let's see where the other scholar is at. And try to avoid these undead monstrosities. I'm not gonna lie,
I can't do my job. Not with all this going on.
Okay. But, that's one area I've never actually played through in ESO, because I've leveled a couple characters and stuff here and there, but they've all been, like, either I've been Heart-Packed or the Aldmeri Dominion. I never played the, that just goes to show that I've never played them, because I don't even know the name of their alliance or whatever. But I've never played as one of them.
I'm injured.
I want to say
Oh, it
it's the
hurts.
Lionheart something. It could be very wrong. But I've kind of always been interested in playing as a Breton or something. Just because I really do like the architecture of this alliance. Not too sure why, but...
You don't look like a refugee. Are you a soldier from the garrison? What news of the Imperial attack?
Scholar Deal sent me to find you. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Cogleen and I intended to head straight for Evermore, but the cursed Imperials caught up with us. They would have captured us if not for that Pyre Watch warrior. Have you seen her? Is she alive?
I haven't. Scholar Cogline said she was with you.
She was. She distracted the Imperials and ordered me to run to this camp. Then she headed for the Crypt of the Exiles, a perfect place to shelter, or set an ambush. The Pyre Watch warrior is very brave. Will you please look for her?
I'll go to the Crypt of the Exiles. Get to Scholar Deal's camp.
I will go to Scholar Deal's camp now. We are most fortunate you came to our aid.
And I guess I will ask him if he has any information. I came here for information about the Grey Host of the First Era. What can you tell me?
Other than the fact that they were defeated here centuries ago, not much, I'm afraid. I can tell you Empress Hestra's legions came to the aid of Bankarai garrison. That's why High Rock became part of the Alessian Empire for a time.
You must know something about the Grey Host.
Alas, you seek facts and figures that I don't have readily at hand. Perhaps when I can retrieve my papers from inside the garrison? You know, the Pyre Watch Warrior might be able to help you. They're experts on the Grey Hosts of the First Era.
Well, it was worth a try.
I will return to Skaladiel's camp. May Tall Papa guide your steps.
Let's head over to the Crypt of the Exiles. That will be a delve. So we'll head into that. Might as well collect the Sky Shard while I'm in there too. Guess that explains why it's called the Crypt of the Exiles. Nothing of use. Except some interesting looking undead. Sky Shard's gonna be through here. With plenty of undead in here as well. That's fine. Forget to heal, because I am horrible at that. Okay, well. Gonna grab this Sky Shard. I just need one more and I can get a free skill point. Alright. Now back to the main quest objective. And to fight through what looks like a horde of undead. Okay. I did not see you, Mr. or, well, Mrs. Undead.
Come forward, you godless mongrel.
Well, I am not one of the undead, so...
My apologies, Wayfarer. The shadows make it difficult to discern friend from foe. You do not look like my enemy. Perhaps Tuwaka has not forsaken me after all. What are you doing in this wretched place?
I like her armor. Scholar Deal sent me to find you and the scholars. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
It gladdens my heart to hear that Scholar Deal is safe. But what of the other scholars? Did my efforts to lead the Imperials away allow them to get away?
I located scholars Cogline and Indus. I sent them to Deal's camp.
That is truly fortunate. As for me, I escaped the Imperials only to find myself surrounded by ancient undead. Let us speak outside. I will follow your lead. May Onsi guide your blade.
Follow me.
Lead on, Wayfarer.
Let's head on back the way I came through. And hopefully there won't be respawns. But it's also my luck, so I'm pretty sure some of these people have... Yeah, well, I mean, these skeevers weren't here before, but... I'm pretty sure that, yeah, these undead are starting to respawn, so... Let's just take them out. Alright. How to get out of
The
here.
exit. Let us see the sky once more.
Well, I mean, I wasn't down here for long, but I imagine you were, so let's see what you gotta say.
I came to Bankarai Garrison seeking recruits for the Pyre Watch. Hunding help us, I did not expect those villains to arrive and send innocent people fleeing for shelter. I am grateful you saved the scholars. Now what can I do for you in return?
I'm looking for information about the Grey Host of the First Era.
The Grey Host was a terrible army of vampires, werewolves, and other monsters that pillaged the land. Only the combined might of the Bankarai Garrison and the Alessian Empire finally defeated them. That story, unfortunately, is mired in legend.
So there's nothing you can tell me about how the Grey Host was defeated.
The true story may be as enthralling as the legends, but we only have bits and pieces of it. Magic was involved, almost certainly. But whether it was divine in nature or Alessian sorcery, we have never been able to determine.
There must be something you know that can help us understand the Grey Host.
I can delve into the records of my order when I return to our sanctum. But understand that the Watch is concerned with keeping the past buried, not exposing it.
We
I can
learned...
tell you that there are indications that one of the hosts survived the slaughter.
we learned something similar. A Durrani noble offered the survivor sanctuary.
A Durrani noble? That gives some credence to the historical record. An incomplete parchment mentioned Viridian Watch, but we never saw the significance. It also said that only the worthy could enter the sanctuary. We never determined what that meant.
I need to tell my associate Gwendis about this. You should return to Scholar Deal's camp.
I do not know the nature of your mission, Wayfarer, and I still have my own to uphold. But if you seek answers about the Grey Host, then may Mara bless your search.
Can you tell me anything about Viridian Watch?
I know precious little. I never visited the site myself. Though incomplete, the historical record indicates the survivor hid in a concealed space that they were guided to. Perhaps that has something to do with the idea of being worthy.
Tell me more about that part of the record.
There wasn't much. Just that the worthy would be guided to safety. Perhaps that is the key, if you can determine what worthy means to a vile vampire. Any place associated with the Grey Host cannot be trusted. Evil does not fade. So be on your guard.
And you as well. Let's head on
I will go check on the
down
scholars
to
at Deal's camp.
Gwendis.
Thank you again, Wayfarer.
Looks like she's back at the garrison. Or, well, outside of the garrison.
There you are.
Gwendis?
Good. You're back. I found Jannard and I see you've managed to return with the rest. Show off. Now that we settled that matter, what did the Pyre Watch warrior tell you about the Grey Host?
Shalaria said the historical record is incomplete concerning the details of the Grey Host.
I was afraid of that. So much about the First Era has been lost. I wonder if the Pyre Watch knows anything about the other details we learned. About the survivor and their connection to a Durrani noble.
She confirmed there was a survivor and they may have taken sanctuary in Viridian Watch.
That matches what we already uncovered, and confirms the Durrani connection. Did you find out anything else I should know?
Apparently the legend says the way to safety was only available to those worthy to receive it.
A riddle, damn it. There's always a riddle. Well, I say we go to Viridian Watch and figure this out on our own. I'll mark the location on your map. Now let's go before Scholar Deal tries to regale me with more tales of the Knights of St. Pellin.
Okay, I'll meet you inside Viridian Watch. Wherever
meet you at
that
Viridian
is,
Watch.
which is up here. And spiders. 'Cause there's always spiders. Never fails. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a boss, clearly, so I'm going to avoid it as carefully as I can. Because where I need to be is somewhere over here. Across this lake, of course. Well, I'm gonna grab this way shrine. And this lore book that's over here, because points for the Mages Guild. And a Spriggan wants to attack me too. Okay. Living with lycanthropy. Interesting. Well, I got a point with the friggin' Mages Guild. Merges Guild. Let's see. I mean, I guess I can swim across. That is a very big body of water. I'll just swim across. I just wish you could swim faster, but it's alright. This area is really pretty. I don't even know where we are. No. We are here. Which is close to Stormhaven and all that. Just gonna run past these skeevers or whatever they were. And down into Viridian Watch. There's also a sky shard here.
Look! There's a sigil, right there. Don't you see it?
No?
It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find the way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. That explains why no one ever found anything.
I don't see any sigils.
That's because you aren't a vampire or a werewolf. Hold on, I've got just the thing. Here, a blood pendant. It lets me share some of my vampiric essence so you can see the sigils too. It's perfectly safe. At least, Fenorian said it was harmless.
No, well, if Fenorian said it, then sure. What's our next step?
We follow the sigils, of course. The Grey Host survivor must have used these as a guide, and they were made for that specific purpose. Now, let's see where they lead.
Alright, let's go. Interesting. I'm guessing we should sneak, if you're already in sneak mode.
Another one. Keep going west.
There's another one there.
South here. Not that we have a choice.
No, that's good. I get to grab this sky shard while we're going through here. Alright. So that gave me a skill point. And I'd morph that into the Pestilent Colossus. Oh, and I've also been using a bow as my other weapon. I'm gonna go with Volley. Now, if only we could dodge roll like you can in
East,
Skyrim.
down that tunnel.
Nothing to see here, boys. Nothing to see at all. I promise. Just stay in your
Let's
bed.
go south. Up those steps.
Well, there goes my element of surprise.
Healer!
Gave me some Genji vibes from Overwatch. I need heals.
East here. And down again. Another one, northeast around this corner.
Kernard the Generous. Interesting. I wonder why he's called that. And the
Keep going
Magicka
straight.
belt.
I think we're close. Ha! This must be it. Now how to go about opening it. That's done it. Let's check inside.
Grey Host Sanctuary. Well, this place has seen better days. Oh, I was really hoping that would be lootable. That's alright. It's fine. I need to learn that I can't loot everything. These RPG games that allow me to loot everything have spoiled me. Let's see. Rada Al Saran. So he is one of the survivors. Huh.
Rada Al Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrin. Even thousands of years later, I smell faint traces of blood, sweat, and fear. A Grey Host survivor definitely hid out here. Let's have a look around.
Ritual
Looks like he had
chalice.
quite the setup down here. Wait, what's that? Let me see it.
Well,
I recognize this signet, but that doesn't make any sense.
let me guess. House Ravenwatch. Does it have something to do with the Grey Host?
I don't know. No, this can't be. But it is, isn't it? Damn it. I don't like where this is going.
What's wrong?
I've seen this signet before, or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandas, had one. But why would he have something connected to the Grey Host? That doesn't make any sense.
There has to be an explanation.
You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Ravenwatch Castle in Rivenspire. Let's go. I'll explain more when we get there. I need time to think.
Alright then. Well, this looks dismal. Alright, well, I am...
Count Verandas, we know you're in there. Open the door, please.
I'm gonna get to my actual quest giver.
Over here!
Alright, I'm going to call the episode here, and we will continue to find Count Verandas, I believe she said. Yeah, we will find him in the next episode. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and stick around for more of this Let's Play series. I hope you all have a good day and or night, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!